Hello everyone, this is Kyle Nursery Gardens, and today I wanted to unbox this order that we just received from one of our houseplants growers. So these are the houseplants that we sell that are in the 2-inch containers, so they're really small, and we get them from a really good price. So we're able to pass that on to our customers and sell these little plants at a good price. And I'm really excited to see what's inside. So let's rip into it. So these just came in. It's been getting cold during the night still, so I do know that they put some heat packs in here. I forget about this every year. It's an enormous amount of packing peanuts in this. So I'm going to grab a bag for this real quick. All right. There's a lot of these packing peanuts. Give me a minute. Probably a more efficient way of doing this. Alright. I'm starting to see some plants. Let's see what we got first. There we go. Still a gajillion packing peanuts. Alright. You see that? Open this up. So they come in these wax trays, and then they're wrapped in paper. Change the view so you can see it a little bit better. Ooh, these look good. I'll let you guess what they are. Oops. Some of them got a little bit of soil knocked out. There's always a little bit of surgery that you gotta do after you receive an order. Can you guess what these are? These are the Houseplants. These are beautiful succulent plants. So these, we're gonna be able to sell these for $3.99. Isn't that a good deal? That one. Look at this one. It's really unique looking. I've never seen one that looked like that before. And then here's where all the dirt came out. So it's sent via FedEx. So sometimes that happens. We have done this side, probably more Houseplants. Yep. All right. So it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different types of basement, unless there's some repeats. They all look kind of similar, so it's hard to tell. Alright, so here's the rest of those ones. This one's pretty cute. This one's smaller than the rest. And I like how they all have like kind of different habits. This one, and you can see it's so happy. I don't know if that makes a difference. That has a little baby already popping up, or a pup. So something like this would go really cute in we have these little succulent containers. Something like that. Just pot it up. So this one's different. We have some leftover from last year. They don't grow super fast. Oops. So here's one from last year. It's a little bit bigger, it's growing a little bit taller. Alright, so that was fun. Let's see what else we got in here. This whole process creates a huge mess. So it's part of the process when receiving in plants at a garden center is, you know, the shipping, packaging, and then all the soil and displaying. I think I know what these are. Yep. Ooh. Do you know what these are? Oops. Let me bring one up to the camera. That's a tillandsia or air plant. Let me bring you over here. Should be 20 of them. Let's see. This one looks like it's blooming or something. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like how they're all different. 6, 7. Ooh, look at this one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I was hoping they'd send us a bonus one. So these guys are really easy to take care of. You just soak them in water for like room temperature water for like 20 minutes every week or so and let them dry out. And then you just tuck them around anywhere. I mean, they need some light, like bright indirect light. Other than that, you don't need to pot them or anything. So, super cool plants. All right, so this first box has one more package in it. Pull that out. All right, let's see what we got. Gonna cut the tape. Oops, I know what these are. These look really good. Do we know what these are? These are the string plants. So this one's a string of pearls. Oops. We did have a little bit of, like I said before, FedEx or whoever shipped this was flipping around the plants in all different directions. So I got to fix the soil up. We got string of pearls. Looks like we got 2 of those. Oh, it looks like one of these or a couple of these are the variegated ones. They always send the variegated ones too. That's cool. And then we got string of hearts. And woo, look at these. These look really nice. String of bananas. Is that banana? String of something. And these are always really cute in these type of containers too. like, you have the owl pot, so you can always give your, oops, that one's actually too small. Give your owl crazy haircut. Or they look just nice in a regular pot as well. So this type of stuff likes bright light and watering a little bit less than your other house plants. Of course, there's some more strings. Ooh, there's something I don't even know what this is over here. Is it a succulent? I don't know. This side fared a little bit better in shipping. Look at that. So we got our string of turtles. Got more string of hearts. So I think one of them is, let me go to this. It's in my way, it's annoying me. I think one of these is technically the variegated string of hearts or something, and this is the regular one. They don't send names of stuff. And then we got two of these. I don't think this is a succulent. I think they sent us some ivy of sorts. It's really pretty though. It has really small leaves. So that's cool. If you know what this thing is, let us know in the comments section. All right, so far we got our strings, we got our orthias. Let's see what's in the second box right here. All right, so I cheated. I got the box mostly open, so you wouldn't have to watch me struggle. There's our heat pack. That's weird. There wasn't a heat pack on the top one. There's just a heat pack here, so maybe that's how they do it. Doesn't feel warm anymore. It's been like, they sent it out Monday night. That's when it hit FedEx. So many packing peanuts. So these plants, whatever they are, I don't remember what they are, look bigger. I'm gonna put this down here. I'm running out of room on my table. All right, so let's get these guys open. All right, so gotta cut the tape first. Oops, and then cut this tape. So much tape. Oops, we got some jostled about succulents. Whoa, some of these look really cool. Let's see, this one, he's outside of his pot. Isn't that cool? Whoa. Let me carefully try to get this out. What do all these guys have in common? Well, they're all succulents. That's the mix that we ordered, a succulent mix. So there's like the one I just showed you. These guys look like this. That's really cool. Some of these guys are huge. Isn't that cool? So there's 5 different ones right here. Here's another silvery colored one. I'm gonna pop him in the container. I'll net it. Is that? I mean, it's part of the reason why they're probably relatively inexpensive is they aren't shipped. I mean, they're shipped pretty good, but there's definitely a lot of work you got to do when you get them in. So yeah, that's really pretty. And I've seen this one before. I think this one's called like Blue Spruce or something. Super cool. So I know customers are gonna love those. They look really nice. Move this over here. And then lost my scissors. There they are. Ooh, there's some interesting ones in here. They almost look fake, some of them. This one's a little bit harder to pull out because they're super jostled. So I'll bring them to you. This one, kind of black with a green center. So that's nifty. This one kind of looks like tie-dye. That's what we'll call it. This looks like a type of jade tree. Isn't that cool? And then lots of dirt. That one's really cool too. A nice green color. Alright, so I just pulled out our last box right here. This one looks huge, and I already know what's inside of it because it says cactus right on the box. So it looks like there's some large cactuses in here and some slightly smaller ones in here. And I think that's why both heat packs were in this box, because I think they're most worried about the cactuses when it comes to the shipping. Alright, so do you want to do the big one first or the small one first? I think you want to do the big one. So, hopefully, I'm hoping these are going to get toppled around because, cactus. I've been doing a bad job of opening these from the front, so I see them first. So I'm going to try to open these from this side so you guys can see them as I see them. Ooh. Okay, maybe that's a bad idea. I might hurt myself. They are super cute. Whoa. We got some major spikies. Ho, ho, ho. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna bring you in. Hold on. I'm bringing you to the cactuses because I don't want to handle them too much right now. These are like huge. Look at those spiky guys. That's super cool. Yeah, that one has crazy spikes. We got some that are starting to bloom. Got pink flowers. We got yellow flowers. And we got a lot of cleaning up to do. Alright, now we're going to open up this one, the small one. I'm really pleased with how those look. Those look really, really nice. the nice side about the small cactuses, the nice thing about the small cactuses are they're not expensive. Usually when you find like a huge one, rightly so, they're really expensive because they've taken them years to produce. But you can pick one up on your own and, grow it out, and it can be, be a plant that's, passed through generations even. All right. Oops. When we did farmers market, I had to bring cactuses to the farmers market, and they were always like really popular with the kids. Kids must like cactuses. All right, these ones came a little bit better, so I can bring them to you. Oops, wrong side. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I remember learning about these fuzzy ones like when I was in elementary school. I thought they were the coolest thing ever. I feel like in elementary school we called them like old man cactuses or something. I think that was just like one of the varieties. Yeah, I'm not going to touch that one. We're going to invest in a pair of those tongs for the garden center. So here's the other one with big spikes. And here's just like another traditional one. Cool. All right, so here's an overview of what we received. And here's an overview of our mess over here, which is always super fun to clean up. So this is going to take me a while, so I decided just to show you what they look like before we process them. So here's a Haworthias. They're perfectly fine and healthy. These plants, they don't really go through like transplant shock as much as they would if they were like outdoor plants, because they're not like getting exposed to like direct sun or anything. Here's our cactuses. I'm gonna have to find like, I don't have anything to grab them with. I'm gonna have to find like a really robust piece of paper or something. And then all of our succulents. And this is just in addition to, we got a lot more plants coming in. And the tillandsias. We even got one that's looking extra pretty right now. All right, so now I'm going to show you how we're processing these plants. So basically, huge mess. Some of these plants have lots of dirt all around it. So I'm just tucking to make sure that the soil is filled up in the container all the way. And then basically something like this. This makes a huge mess. I'm just kind of like blowing the dirt off of it until it's clean. Try to find one that's missing some soil. All right. We got this one. It's missing a little bit soil. So you can find some soil from elsewhere in the pot, like that. Just I knocked some soil off of that. And this is all the same soil mix that these guys are in, that this grower uses, so I don't see any harm in doing that. Just get them nice and tucked into place. And then we got our price gun set up with the right SKU and price. And we do have a barcode labeler, but on these little tiny ones, half the time the barcode doesn't even scan them because the length of the barcode goes around like half the pot basically. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to do this to all these plants, and then I'll show you what we're doing with them next. All right, so this 2.5 hours later, this is what we have. Got everything sorted and potted up and priced. and ready to go. The hardest part was the cactuses. And there's still some like perlite and stuff stuck on some of them, but it's the best I could do. Unless I really want to spend a ton of time on it. And what I mean, like a ton more time, it would probably take me all day to pick out every piece of dirt from that furry cactus. And here's our strings. And then I got some more of them over here. So the garden center is kind of in chaos right now because I'm displaying and moving a bunch of plants around. I have the cactuses right here by the window and all these succulent things need a lot of sunlight, so I put them by the window. And I mixed them in from some plants that we had left over from the previous season. All right, so now we're in our plant room. This is where we have a lot of our plants for sale at the garden center. And the reason is we have these light rack systems, and they actually work really well for holding the plants, and the plants grow really well under them. And we only have one window. Well, we have the window on the door, and then we have one big window, and then the rest of the garden center for the house plants is artificial light. And I have this the shopping basket here because I had some seedlings, and I was using it to prop the seedlings up closer to light. So now I'm going to bring the plants into our grow room. Cactus. All right, so here's what they look like on the light rack systems. And we got some empty racks because we're going to be getting some more plants in. So ideally, we want all this full. And then if we don't have enough plants for everything, which happens sometimes, then we try to move everything up to the first top two shelves because that's what people visually notice when they walk in. And then, the plants, you want to make sure that they're getting enough light under the grow lights. I have an app on my phone called Lux, and then I hold it under the light and it actually shows me how much light each plant is getting. These look a little floppy from shipping. I'm sure they'll straighten up. So actually got all of them are under lights. They're getting lots of airflow. Things you want to do throughout the season is get into like a routine of checking for pests and stuff, because we know pests like to attack house plants, and we don't want to sell any plants that have pests on them. So here's our strings. And then if it's a order, these are all succulents, but if it was an order with like foliage stuff, like if I just received in these guys and they aren't succulent, I'd make sure I'd water them in. But these look like they were watered really well before they were sent. Here's our Horwathia. And here's our cactuses. Alright, so that's our video for today. We're getting a lot more houseplants in, so we might make another video about some other houseplants that we will be receiving in, and then we might give you a little tour around the garden center. We are really excited because we are opening in just a couple of days. So if you're local to the area, make sure that you stop by starting on April 1st and say hi. And if you like this video, make sure that you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and that you like and leave us a comment. Thank you very much. Have a great day.